how to do an in the hands riffle shuffle, which is not hard. It's not hard at all. It takes some practice. I learned at like maybe 12, so I've been doing it ever since. It took me like a week, but that's because I was 12. I had small hands, not very strong muscles. If you're like been doing magic for a while and you're just now trying to learn how to do in the air, in the hands, riffle shuffles, then I want to get on that. But it'll take you like a couple days, maybe a couple hours, depending on how long you practice. So get that down. There's tutorials everywhere on YouTube. Maybe a family member can teach you something. Once you have your table riffle shuffle in the hands down and pretty squared away, you're gonna want to do the exact same setup. Okay? You're gonna start out the exact same way. Boom. Wow, you already maybe a 6th, 8th there. When you get so fast, slowly done, slowly done. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take just like a normal riffle shuffle, except you have to start with the right hand first. Boom. It can be one card, it can be half the deck. I would really recommend that though. I'd just say like 1, 2, 3 cards, and then you can start doing a riffle shuffle. By the time you get to the top, you need the left hand on top. Okay? So let me show you from a different angle. Right hand, right card. Boom. Riffle shuffle. Left hand, left card. Boom. You want to go ahead and push them in just a little bit, maybe about that much, alright? It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as the reason you want to do this is so when you riffle them together, they don't fall everywhere, okay? Now, here comes the hardest part of the entire move, of the entire sleight. What happens is getting the cards to actually separate. This is what's happening. The cards are not actually going together. They are really separating. See, they're separated. Now I know this looks like a mess, and I'm never going to be able to separate them. A little bit of squaring away can get them to separate pretty easily. Moving on. So to be able to get this whole separation thing going on, like so, what you need to do, you just have to play with it. It just works, you know? It just happens. Do the shuffle. Right hand, right card. Left hand, left card. Now this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna take imagine your index finger, alright? Index finger and your pinky are going to touch each other, okay? So this hand comes down, this hand comes down. You just do the shuffle. You do the bridge, and they'll separate. It just happens. Imagine it like twisting the cards, alright? Just twisting the cards pretty much. It's very confusing to actually explain very much in detail. I'm trying my best here. So you're just going to right hand, right card, riffle shuffle, right hand or left hand, left card. Index finger touches the pinky. You don't have to touch. This is how far I go away. Just like right there. I can touch it. I mean, if you want to, you can touch your finger to your pinky. You don't have to. But whatever it takes to get the cards to separate. If you can get this far, you can do the rest of the trick. Or the sleight. It can be in the trick like I did in the performance video. So, what's gonna happen now, this is the easiest part. You're gonna take the cards, left hand, right hand. You're gonna hold the cards in your left hand, square the cards in your right hand. Okay, just like so. Going to square them up on the top. Pretty simple. Now, since your right hand is covering the right set of cards, you're then going to take your left hand, square them up sideways. Not too much. You don't want to push them all the way in, right? You don't want to just squeeze them. You want to lightly tap them in, like so. That way they're easier to tell what is where. Now you can easily determine what side is what and what to do. It'll all make sense. But you can like pause the video and practice that if you want. I think it's recommended if you just watch through the video, do it, and then if you need to, go back and look at something that you missed. Moving on. You're going to, with the cards in your right hand still, you're going to take your left hand. You're going to grab a left thumb onto the left packet of cards. Don't touch any of these. You don't want this thumb touching any of these. And all you're going to do, place your ring finger on the same packet of cards, but on the front, left thumb on the same packet of cards, but in the back. and you're just going to swivel them out. That easy. Now you don't want to squeeze both packets down like that, or else you're never going to get them out, and cards will go everywhere, okay? You just want to lightly hold on to this packet and just pull this one out. It'll be easy, very simple. Next thing I'm going to do is top the cards that you pulled out, goes on top. Very simple. A little bit of a summary. So right hand, right card, riffle shuffle, left hand, left card. I'm going to do the bridge, but with a twist. Make sure they separate. Your hand is not going to move away like this. Don't do that. I mean, you can hold the cards like this, kind of like that, to show that the cards are squared away, kind of. And you can turn this way. That helps to block the hidden sight that you don't want them to see. So square them away, and then you're just going to, boom, pull them out. Like I said, cards you pulled out goes on top. So that's how that works. Now all you gotta do is get away from this video or pause it and keep going, and just, it's really easy. It's definitely better than, you know, doing a false cut, because then people get kind of suspicious and they'll ask you, what are you doing? I think it's way better than you know, a false cut. Welcome to my new channel, where I will be doing deck reviews, tutorials, performances, whatever you really want. Maybe some flourishes here and there. Some things are going to be harder than others and might take a little longer to actually get out. But they will happen. They will happen. They will happen, alright? So if you want a trick that you want to learn, then by all means I will learn it that night, and it'll happen. It'll be put on video. Tutorial, performance, whatever you really need, whatever you really want, whatever your desire is, just tell me in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribble.